Dear students, so far we have seen what weathering is, types of weathering, like mechanical weathering, chemical weathering, biological weathering, and in detail we saw all types of weathering. And now we will deal with the engineering significance of weathering. Why civil engineers should have a thorough knowledge about weathering. Now, engineering projects are either built on soil or rocks. As we know, soil is the ultimate end product of weathering of rocks. The engineering properties of soils are required to be studied for the construction of any project. A clear knowledge of the nature of weathering undergone by the rock to form the soil will give the engineer a better understanding regarding the engineering properties of soil or rock or rocks on which the construction is going to be made. When foundations are to be laid down to the bedrock, the depth of the weathered cover has to be found out. The degree of weathering is to be known, and the trend of weathering in that area definitely has to do a lot with the ultimate safety of the project. For the construction engineer, it is his duty to find out the extent of weathering of the area under consideration for the project and the likely effect of the weathering on the construction materials proposed to be used for the project. In short, the depth of foundation required to reach the solid rocks and the selection of the right construction material to withstand the weathering processes prevailing in the area is to be known. Now, a thorough knowledge of the weathering processes are required for the same. Moreover, weathering also brings instability in slopes due to chemical action which breaks the bonds between rocks, making the slopes. When bonds between minerals are weakened or removed, the slope rocks lose shearing strength and become prone to failure. Hence, any process of slope stability must also ensure protection of slope rocks from weathering agencies in and around the zone of slope failure. Again, construction engineers and architects should determine the possible response of construction materials like marble, limestone, granites, and the like towards the chemical environment of the area. They should do the same before recommending them to major construction and construction sites. Disfiguring, pitting, honeycombing, and the loss of surface appearance are common effects of chemical weathering on stones, which happens irrationally without due regard to local environment. So, all these things are to be considered, and these are, in particular, the engineering significance of weathering. Thank you. Above all, you may feel that the variety of construction materials which are made available on earth due to the process of weathering is the greatest significance of weathering. But actually, it is the intellect of man that makes use of it or the available resources in the proper manner for construction and engineering consideration. So, civil engineers have an important role in selecting construction materials, understanding the process of weathering undergone. Thank you and thank you so much.